All right. Well, this is a video. It is a bittersweet video to be filming. I thought it was appropriate to put on my mint color bun girl shirt to have this discussion and kind of talk about what's been going on, what's happening, and all of that. If you clicked on the video, then obviously you see that I have decided to close the Stationery Muse. The Stationery Muse is a stationery paper good company that is full of so much love. I created it as a way to inspire women to go for what it is that they want in life and to accomplish their goals. So it all started with a daily planner insert, actually, and it was something that I was nervous about because I had been wanting to do an Etsy shop for a while and I wasn't really sure when I wanted to start it or how I wanted to start it, and I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. I had it written down on my power sheets and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. So I opened up my shop in May of 2016 and I had this insert, and I had a couple of inserts. I think I had like 2 or 3 things I threw on my shop, and I will never forget the first sale that I got. I literally ran around the house screaming because I was like, oh my god, somebody likes my stuff. And I was so excited because I'm like, hey, maybe this might be something, maybe people will be interested. And so here I am a year later, and I am just obsessed with this business. I'm obsessed with the purpose, and I just wanted to share it with the world, to share my love of being organized and goal setting. It's like meshing the two together and creating this beautiful brand. And so I guess I should start from about a year ago from when I'm filming this video. So about this time last year, I had come out with a new collection for the Stationery Muse. It was a ton of stuff. I had notepads. I was getting ready to relaunch my planner and so many different things that I have been working on. And the whole time I was working on the collection, even the launch, it felt like a chore. And that never happened to me before. I was always really excited about everything I was doing. I always was just like eager to design the products and talk about them and post, and it was just like this heaviness around it where it just felt like, oh, I don't want to be doing this. And so that was kind of where I was like, okay, what is that? Why am I feeling that? So it was a few months after that when I started to seek God and just really ask him, like, why am I feeling this way? But on the flip side of things, if you've been following on the channel for a while, my coaching business was everything to me. I was just so involved and loving inspiring people and helping them start their businesses, motivating everyone. Like, that was where my true passion was. And like every time I went to work on that, I felt this guilt of like, oh, I should be doing something for the Stationery Muse. But then when I would go to sit down and do something for the Stationery Muse, I just felt like I didn't want to do it. And so it was weird. And fast forward to around spring of this year, my store had been closed for a while. After the holidays, I had took a break and I just had the shop on this like kind of limited shop, basically is what I was calling it. And I just kept thinking like, oh, I need to reopen the shop. Oh, I need to reopen the shop. And I just wasn't excited. And it's weird. And I'm starting with this because I just really want to share kind of what can happen sometimes, you know, when you are in one season, something is like your all, you're giving it your everything. It is all you know, and like you love it. You put 100% in it. And then there's some seasons where it's just like, yeah, I don't know about that right now. And I've just continued to pray about it, and it was probably a few, maybe weeks to a month after that kind of time frame in the spring where I started to feel like I needed to close the business, or not even close the business. I wanted to just kind of take a step back from it and maybe just have like drop shipping items and still have it open. But then I felt like no, because then I feel like I'm still gonna need to promote everything, of course, naturally, like come on now, and be active. And that still just felt not exciting to me. I don't know. So it wasn't until just a few weeks ago where I finally was very clear on what I needed to be doing. I think it was very clear to me earlier this year, honestly, but obedience is really hard to do sometimes, especially when you tie yourself to something or you feel like you are something, you know? So this channel at one point was called the Stationery Muse. I talk about starting stationery businesses. And so it just feels weird to be like, oh, well, I need to have a stationery business, right? I need to have that up and going. But at the same time, I'm feeling this pull to want to give 100% into my new business. Well, it's not as new anymore. It's almost 3 years old now. But my newer side of business of just wanting to pour into people and wanting to help them start their own businesses and using all of the knowledge and the experience that I've gained from it to be able to help them. And so it's been the battle. It's been disobedience. It's been me questioning God and just trying to understand it. But it had gotten to the point where even you may or may not have saw on the channel, I was getting ready to release a new collection because I was like, okay, well, I can still do this. And I don't know, it just wasn't there for me. So that's kind of how we've gotten here today. So anyway, the Stationery Muse, I can honestly say, is the biggest blessing for me. In so many ways, I feel like I have become who I am because of it. I think when I first started the business back in 2016, I was this new girl all into entrepreneurship. I had a photography business and I was like super into planning, and I really wanted to start my own business selling planner inserts. And I've told the story so many times, but that was what I started my Etsy shop with back then, was some planner inserts. Before that I had a couple of random stuff, but that was basically it. And that first 6 months to a year was really cool because it was just me kind of putting myself out there. I was, still not really comfortable with the whole putting myself out there thing. I was scared to talk about it and say what I had, but I started to really get my feet wet. I started to get more comfortable in what I was doing, and I really feel like I came into this confidence that I didn't have before that. If you know my story, I had a whole different path planned for myself. I wanted to be in the music industry. I sing, and that was kind of what I thought my life path was going to be. And so when that didn't pan out, and entrepreneurship kind of stumbled upon like an interest of mine, which was crazy because I never wanted to be an entrepreneur, it was this kind of shift to where all of a sudden I was like obsessed with having my own thing, working for myself, selling things to inspire other people. And I just had this big thing of when I opened my shop, I was like, oh, I just want to help people get organized and help them to be inspired and do the things they want to do in life. Like that was my whole thing. And yeah, like I loved it. And so that first couple of years of the Stationery Muse was really the most exciting because it was just such a passion of mine, and then I was doing it and I was getting income from it, and I was meeting so many cool people along the way. I had so many cool opportunities and things that came. I had my subscription box, I had my planners, my inserts, I did stickers and so many different things. Bun Girl came on the scene. Like, she will forever and always be a part of me, and she actually will be staying around when I talk a little bit more about kind of what's to come. But yeah, it was just such a fun season, but it was also a season of vulnerability for me too, because I started to share about it on this YouTube channel. So I started vlogging and just kind of sharing like how I was creating my boxes and just what it was like to run a stationery business from day to day, as well as being a stay-at-home mom with my daughter, and just kind of how that looked and how I navigated through different things. And what I feel is interesting is that, so I always said, even when I was like 7 or 8 years old, that I wanted to inspire women. I thought that I would be doing it through the lyrics of my music, because I used to write songs. And then it kind of came full circle for me about 1.5 years ago, when my channel really started to take off in terms of like, it was growing. People were starting to come to, well, actually it was more than 1.5 years ago, probably almost 3 years ago now, where people were coming to me and they were asking questions about like, well, how do you do this? And just wanting to know more about the behind the scenes process. And I felt at the time, I was like, okay, why are they asking me this? Like, I'm just sharing, I don't really, I felt like, oh, I don't really have a whole lot to give. What can I really lend to them? And so it kept happening though. And so I finally was like, okay, maybe I will open up just a couple of opportunities for people to just meet with me for a quick chat. I can answer their questions. Never thought anything about coaching or anything like that. I just wanted to answer people's questions, but I felt like, oh, I should be compensated, just for what I know and how I'm able to help. And so that was kind of the first start of it. And even though I had a different vision of what I thought inspiring women looked like, that is what I literally do every single day. And the Stationery Muse is what has allowed me to step into that confidently, with all of the lessons and things that I've learned from it, because I was just simply sharing my journey of what I was doing to grow my own business, and it's turned into so much more. And I'm just so excited to be able to take all of the things that I learned from that season of my life of running my business, and now the season in my life that I'm in right now of how I'm able to take all of those things and apply it to what I do now, to just help you do it, to help other people do it, because it's so fulfilling to have your own thing, to have the opportunities created for you and for your family, and to have the freedom. And I mean, nothing is perfect. It's definitely not all rainbows and butterflies, but I can honestly say this season of my life just feels so good when it comes to entrepreneurship and my business and just where I am. And so I say all of that to say that the Stationery Muse really, what started out as like me not really knowing what it was going to be. I had put it off for a year even before I got started, just because I was scared of failing. I was scared of failing. To now, I don't look at it as a failure at all. I don't look at it like anything other than such a beautiful season of my life that really propelled me into my purpose. That's what I really feel like. And even though I had no idea, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start a stationery business, whatever. Like, it is so much more than that. And so while I'm sad to be saying well, I don't even want to say goodbye. I'm gonna say see you later, because you never know. Things could change in the future. I don't know. But in this current time right now, I'm saying goodbye and closing the shop. And it's sad, because that's my baby. That's my shop. That's what kind of started it all. It's what I have been known for in a lot of ways. And it's hard to wrap my head around, like, okay, what does it look like for that not to be there? So it definitely has been a year of me accepting that and understanding that I'm not just that, and understanding I have so much more to give, and the fact that I have those experiences and all of the ones to come, that I'm that much more valuable, you know? And I'm saying it not in a way to be like, so yeah, but in a way to just be like, no, I have learned so much from just taking a leap of faith and trying it out and giving it my all and having success with it, having failures with it, and just learning, you know. I'm so grateful for that time in my life. I'm so grateful for it. So what is next? What is on the horizon for me? I think the biggest thing is I want to continue on this channel. I want to level this channel up even more. I have so many things I want to do, so many big ideas and things I have of just ways to help others. And I feel like me finally making this decision and sharing this decision is a relief to me. It's a way for me to feel a little bit freer to be able to do some of these big ideas and things that I want to do for the Inspire Blueprint. You'll be hearing that name a lot more. I say it all the time, but that is my business that I'm going to be pouring a lot of my time and my talent and my energy into. Not even just in terms of coaching, that's one aspect of it. I'm going to be doing business coaching and mentoring and things like that. That's not going anywhere. I have my courses. I have tons of digital products and a lot more coming because, again, I'm going to be able to free up my mental space. But also, I have a podcast that's going to be coming later this year, which I'm very excited about. Again, one of those things where I really did not think I needed to do a podcast. I love podcasts. I listen to them all the time. I've listened to them for many years. But I always said, I'm like, oh, I don't need to do a podcast. But that has been constantly, heavily placed on me. So that is going to be launching later this year. I am going to be revamping my website. I'm going to have physical products under the Inspire Blueprint. The Inspire Blueprint is basically me taking it. It's like the Stationery Muse leveled up. And I really feel like that because the Stationery Muse was kind of this thing that gave me the experience. It gave me the knowledge and, just like I said, the confidence within myself. You know, like, it's just crazy how you go to do something and you don't even understand like how big of a deal it's going to be, like how life-changing it's going to be for you until you are on the other side of it. And I can honestly say that the Stationery Muse changed my life in so many ways. And so the Inspire Blueprint is kind of like this next layer of me saying, I'm here to inspire women. I'm here to help them get out of their own way, go for the things that they want to do in their life and in their business. And there's going to be products. Bun Girl is coming to the Inspire Blueprint. She's not going nowhere. I couldn't let her go. But I'm just excited. It's a new season. It's kind of scary, you know, even though I've been doing the coaching thing for a couple years now, there's so much more to come under this new umbrella. I mean, I'm talking all kinds of things. I want to have this really become a community. I want it to be a safe space for people that are really just trying to do something new, but they're scared, you know, like I have been there. I know that feeling of just wanting to start, not knowing anything about it, not knowing what's the right step to take. So much noise out there telling you all of the different things to do, and I just want to be that voice for the people that I'm assigned to help, because I'm not for everybody, that you can do this, you can make this happen. Here's the resources, here's the tools, here's the encouragement you need to make it happen. Because all too often we sit on our ideas for way too long, and you know, quite frankly, it is disobedience in a lot of ways. It's us ignoring the blessings that are down the road. It's us completely just disregarding the people that we are assigned to, that we should be helping. And so I knew that when it was placed on my heart to close the shop, I'm like, okay, there must be something big coming. Like, there must be something that I'm just not even seeing. Even though I'm thinking big, like it must be something really like, woo, okay. Because that's pretty major. So lots of exciting things coming. I hope that you will stick around. I am still a planner girl at heart. I still love organization and just all of those things. None of that stuff is going anywhere. This channel, I feel, is just a well-rounded version of who I am. I talk a lot about entrepreneurship, but there's other bits and pieces of myself that I want to share more of. And I feel like the weight is just off of me now to where I don't have to feel like I'm just in this box of just stationery. And I think I put that label on myself. I'm sure maybe other people may feel that way too, and they may leave. I don't know. I hope you don't leave, because I still plan to bring you the value. I still plan to tell you so much of what I'm learning, and even just talking to you about other types of products, you know, digital products and courses and other ways to do what you love for less, you know, do what you love as far as less of an investment, less of your time. So I'm excited for what's to come, and I hope you are as well. This was such a huge decision to make. It was a very huge decision to make. I'm definitely gonna miss the Stationery Muse. I'm still just trying to decide exactly what I want to do. I know people may or may not ask, I don't know. There won't be a sale or closing or anything because I had really kind of gotten rid of most of my inventory before this. I just have like a handful of things left, so I might do a small sale just to get rid of like the little bit of inventory I have left. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. And yeah, just be on the lookout this fall. The Inspire Blueprint is fully blossoming into all that it is going to be. I also have a really fun workshop that's going to be coming up early fall, kind of late summer, that is going to be perfect for you, especially if you're wanting to create a digital product. So look out for that. But yeah, I just appreciate you all for continuing to follow me on this journey. I am here to keep it so real with you. Like I don't hold anything back. You know, I definitely am a person that will process things myself, work through things before I share. But I love to share. I love to show my struggles because it helps other people. I don't want anybody to ever feel like they are wrong for wanting to move on from a chapter in their life, or, you know, feel like they're in a new season, but there's still parts of the old season pulling them back, but they don't want them to. You know, you're not alone. And I think it happens in so many areas of our lives. Entrepreneurship, business is just one small portion of who we are as people. And yeah, so I just want to be an example for those that are just stepping out on faith, choosing to be obedient, even though it was not right away. The obedience was not right away. And just bringing you along for this journey of mine. So, and I know I may get this question as well about the planner, because I know there are quite a few people that have supported, and when I tell you I appreciate y'all so much. Like I mentioned, a lot of my products are still going to be in existence, but they're just going to be under the Inspire Blueprint umbrella. I'm still going to have stationery and things like that. So I don't have any plans for a planner to be launching this fall, but there will be something in the works that will be coming to the Inspire Blueprint. So stay tuned for that. That was another reason why I wanted to share this ahead of time, so that you will be able to have time to see what else is out there if you're looking for another business planner. I think the biggest thing with that, I'll just say, it just got to be a lot, because the demand for the planner and it just being me as one person kind of just got to be a lot. So there won't be a planner coming for this year from me, of course, but there will be something coming down the pipeline, which I'm excited about. It's just all going to be under this new umbrella. So yeah, there's no way I could just say goodbye to products and stationery. Like, that's my thing, but I just feel like it's now going to be in this new chapter. It's going to feel different. It's going to look different. And so for that, I'm really excited to share all of that will be coming up too. I feel like this will not be the last time I talk about the Stationery. Well, I know it won't be the last time I talk about the Stationery Muse, but I feel like this is kind of like the book is closing. This is a chapter that is ending. I'm just so grateful for the last 6 years. I'm so blessed for the community that has come from it. I'm grateful to all of the customers that I had over the years that supported, and just that I've had the opportunity to share my journey. I'm just grateful. I really am. and I'm really excited for what's next. So thanks for watching the video. I'll see you soon. Bye. I just feel that the Stationery Muse is everyone. It is the epitome of goal setting, living life to the fullest, not being afraid to go for your dreams and to accomplish them, and to be organized and to inspire and to love life and live it to the fullest. I always say the motto is I live to love and inspire others, and that is just what it is. And I hope that you will enjoy this channel, and I hope that you will go with me along this journey as I grow this business and I get more eyes on it, and just spread the message that we all can accomplish whatever it is that we want to do, and we can literally do it one planner sticker at a time.